Check, check. 1, 2, check, check. We working? We good? We're good to roll out. Hey guys, it's Jocelyn McClellan with Fit Mission Makeup, and today I feel like a news anchor. Why, yes I do. Hey, I'm going to tell you guys today on how I straighten my hair. There's a couple tips and tricks that y'all want to know. You all ask me how I straighten my hair, so I'm going to bring to you those today, and I hope you like them along with my tips. And then stay tuned for the end because I'm going to be giving you a bonus tip. Yes sir. All right, here we go. Let's have some fun, shall we? As much as a straight hair tutorial is gonna give you. Okay, so before I start, I want to first say that I always put product in my hair before I blow dry. Now you will see in the comments or in the description below of what hair products I do put in my hair before I start, but getting that texture is key. So before I start too, I do like to use a dry shampoo. There's multiple dry shampoos that you can do. You can message me if you want some more tips on dry shampoo or some more help with dry shampoo, because you kind of have to test out a couple different things. But I like to go in and dry shampoo my hair like right after I blow dry, just to help get things, you know, not starting to produce those oils hot off the press. I'm not super thorough with it, but look what happens with that volume as you work it in there, get it all up in there, crazy. Sorry, I'm gonna simmer on down. I must be in a mood today. We're gonna roll this out, but so I do the dry shampoo and then I get started. So I'm gonna pull my hair up and just have this underneath. Now I round brush this before we got started when I was blow drying. If round brushing is super hard for you, here is one thing that you can do is just round brush the bottoms. Just round brush here because you have a lot of texturizing, all that jazz going on here. So just round brush the bottom and then maybe the rest not, but we really have this curl. Now with flat ironing, let me make sure I get this turned up. I turned mine up. This is a titanium flat iron. You gauge if you need a ceramic or titanium based off of your hair. So if you have super fine hair that is easy to curl, then you're gonna do a ceramic. If you have all the other hairs, then stick it to a titanium. And I think you're gonna like that a lot better. People that have virgin hair, like my daughters have virgin hair, we use the ceramic with them as well. Okay, you have a couple different ways that you can flat iron. You can go in and you can have it curl. You can do kind of an in-between, and then you can flat iron it just completely straight. So you can gauge which one you want, but it just depends. If you wanna have this round brush type look, then we're gonna put a little wave into it, and how we're going to do that, I will show you right now. With having short hair, I think that it's so fun with even flat ironing and not just curling alone. But with having the short hair, I want it to look sleek if possible, or you could kind of make it look a little messy. But I'm gonna show you a sleek one. So I have my hair cut, not freshly cut, but the ends, I do have it nice and straight. So I'm doing this one more of a curl, and now it's getting that wave that a round brush would give it. So you just have to give it, when you sweep it, I'll show this camera right here. When you sweep it, instead of going straight down, you're gonna come up from the root and you're just gonna give it this curl like that. So I'll show you again. Okay. I wanna make sure it actually looks halfway decent before I carry on. Come around like so. Oh gosh. There we go. Just like that, okay? And then you can go round and round. This is one that I probably do the most for me, is I will go in and I'll do it straight down, and then I'll just curl the ends just a bit, but not too much. Okay, and then the next one that we have is you flat iron it and you bring this straight down. So that's the difference in it all. So I'll show you a straight down one without burning my ear. Straight down. Okay, so that is the straight down look. So you just gauge it off of how you want and what you want for the day. Look at the difference in the length just by having that curl versus going straight down. So it just depends on what you want the day. So you can continue to make this a nice, sleek look all the way down, or you can have this rounded throughout it, okay? All right, now watch at the end because I'm gonna show you guys one really cool tip on how you can use your flat iron, your straightening tool, whatever you want to call it. I think it depends on where you live, depends on what you say. But wait for that because I'm gonna show you how to get voluminous hair even with straightening it out. So stay tuned to the very end. All right, I'm going to do this side more of the straight look. I'm gonna do this side more of that curled look. And so I'm going to just speed this up and let you see it as I go, but I already explained this to you. This side, I'm gonna pull it straight down. This side, I'm gonna keep up with that curl, and we'll have you look at it, and then I'll balance it all out at the end so you can see what I do for the final look. All right, here we go. All right, so we're getting closer to the top. I actually have this product that's really cool too. If you're trying to get that sleek look too, there's this product that Launch has. It's a hair polish. You can get too much pretty easy with this stuff, so make sure you do just a little bit. But I put it about mid shaft and down, and it just makes it be so clean. Someone that has naturally curly hair, this would be really amazing for them. This actually does a really good job even for curling too. It's so yummy, so good. And it just makes things so nice and sleek. I have a little too much in my hands. Let me put this throughout. And now we're getting closer to the top, so the layers are getting shorter and the ends are not a blunt cut. So I'm gonna come up and really try and work with that curl still. And again, we come up and around. See how it has that curl in it? And then when it lays down, it balances it out really good. If I have to, like right here, I probably need to straighten that part right there. But I can go in and do that right there. And it's good. Okay, then on this side, same thing, but we just have to make it go down. So instead of creating that volume up at the root, I'm gonna lay it more down like this, and I'm gonna go about mid shaft and down. Now, if you're somebody that has natural curly hair and you have to do the whole thing, then I just want you to make sure your wand or your iron is still pointed more down and not so much with that buildup right there. So two totally different looks, same head of hair. And the top, I'll just do this more, this angle, like so. Okay, all right, and then this top piece, I'm just gonna do the down the middle more so that you guys can see where this goes. And we can always move it over later. So this one, I'm gonna come here, come straight down. Okay, and that's where this baby would come in so well to have that nice, sleek look for your short hair. So see the difference? We're getting that volume on this side, and this one's more matted to the head. But I have a tip at the end that is going to wake this all up. Okay, this top one, pull that piece. I don't want to make the pieces too thick. Chances are I even already got that. So we're gonna come up here and then rotate around. All right, see the difference? Pretty good, right? Both two completely different looks. This one's nice and round, this one's more sleek straight. So I would love to hear which one you are more, this fits your style more. Are you more of one that likes to make it on the curl, or are you more one that likes to leave it straight and sleek? One's more voluminous, one is not. What do you think? Okay, I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see these. So here's the straight look. It might have a little more curl to it than it needs to right here just because of how we did the back. And this is the more curl look. And then I will go in and style. So for me today, with how I want this, let me look in my mirror with which one I want. I'm kind of feeling more this one. I don't know, what do you guys think? But I'm gonna do straight and sleek because I don't normally do that. So I'm gonna make this side more straight and show you guys the finished look with it the same on on both sides. Okay, so I'm just gonna flatten this out, pulling it straight down. We'll just run through this real quick like. And again, don't forget, you can have the one where you kind of make it rounded. So there's the in-between. So I showed you two ways, but there's also that in-between way where it has a little bit of volume and then it curls at the, like not curls, but just sweeps just a bit at the end. So here I'm trying to pull it completely straight. But there is that option of that middle ground. Don't forget that one that I showed you in the beginning. Now, I do have a past YouTube video of, it's something that's titled like Voluminous Straight Hair. There is that one too, and you can compare the two if you want. I also have different tutorials and videos with how you can curl your hair, and I'll be sure to make notes of that one that you guys can just go and click on and go see the curls. All right, how'd we do? Okay, we got nice, very sleek, straight hair. So my ends are all nice and clean. What do you guys think? Okay, now there's the ending product with how to make sure that we have that shine. We wanna have shiny straight hair, right? So there's a couple different products that you can use. Again, the description below, I will give you some different things that you can use and options, possibilities. One thing that I do really like to use is this Marula oil from Launch that's a hydrating mist because it's not heavy. When we put some oils on, it can be heavier. Also, this Posh one, it gets things looking a little more sleek and shiny. And then I have this product as well that kicks butt with adding shine too. So I will link those below. But what I do for this, because it also helps with flyaways, is I'll just spray it on my hands, okay, and then I'm gonna put it through the hair. And this is gonna give it that added shine. Now I can go in and rat if I want, but I wanna have that sleek look today. So I'm just gonna kind of mess it up just a bit, mess with my part. And now we're done. Straight hair is the way to go. Now I do want to point out and say that if you flat iron your hair like this, let's say you just washed your hair, this is day one, you just washed your hair and you want to curl it tomorrow. Tomorrow's curls are not going to be very strong curls at all. And I'll do another tutorial with how to curl your hair with a flat iron too in another video, but for now, if you do want to have curly locks and you flat iron on day one, you won't be able to do that. But one fun tip that you can do is if you just blow dry your hair, you only flatten the ends, so you're not flattening all here. Now, this wouldn't be for somebody who has really naturally curly hair, but if your hair doesn't have a ton of curl to it, you can get away with this. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna blow dry your hair, round brush it so that it is as good as possible with the round brush. Then with that, you're going to just flat iron only the ends. So you're just gonna straighten those ends, because when we use hair wands, when we put curls even with flat irons, those curls aren't really doing anything with the ends, right? So if you just flat iron just the ends, then that means day 2 hair, day 3 hair, whatever you choose for it to be, you can have curls. So there's one little extra tip for you. Okay, you guys, it's time for that extra added tip. I think you're gonna like it. So say you have this nice sleek look, but you want things to have a little bit of volume. One awesome thing about having that extra volume too is that it helps your hair not get greasy as quickly. So I'm gonna show you this tip right now, hold tight. Okay, you're going to part the hair off and you are going to focus on the lower hair, okay? We are not going to be doing this up here. We're just gonna be doing it on these underneath sides. Now, this is something that would be done as you're doing the hair, not after you've already finished it like I have it finished that I already showed you. This is going to be when you're just starting to flat iron your hair, and this is how you get some killer awesome volume for a straight, sleek look. I am going to take my flat iron, and with my flat iron, I'm just going to create this volume, just like one of those, okay? So let me show you. You're just gonna bend it just like that. And then the rest, you're just gonna straighten out, straighten out, straighten out, okay? So with that little bend right there, I'm gonna do this throughout as well. With this little bend that we do, it's helping the hair stay away from the scalp, which is going to help your hair also not have as, it's not gonna get oily as quickly. But don't do the very front pieces. We need those ones to stay nice and clean. I might have gotten some right there, so I'm gonna fix it and flatten that out. Okay, then we go around, you'll do it in the back, but again in the back, I just want it on the very, very low pieces, as it's easier for people to see movement in the back of their hair. So that one is only going to be for the back low, okay, down here, all the way down there. Now we're going to go in and do this next section. And you have to, on this one, you do have to think ahead of time with where your part is gonna be. So I'm just gonna crimp it and squeeze it and get that volume right there. So it's this little crimp and a squeeze, and you're getting it off of the scalp and getting that volume right there. You will want to stop if you are someone who parts your hair throughout the day on both sides. You need to take that into account before knowing how high to go to get that volume. So this is about probably gonna be my last one. So get that volume, make that crimp. So I wouldn't go this high in the back because that's my crown and that will show everything. So that would be my last one. And now I have all that extra more volume than what I had when we started. Isn't that so cool? So let me do it on this side. This will probably be the last one on this side that I do, just because I part it over on my side. So just crimp. And we're good to go there. Pretty cool, huh? The other thing that you can do too is just take your hairspray right in that area, create just a tiny bit, and then lay it down. And this one, see how I got that piece right there that's showing? So I wanna make sure I flatten that out, and next time when I do it, don't go that close in the front, because this is parted differently. And we are set. All right, you guys, I hope you loved it on how I straighten my short hair. If you have any questions, you know where you can reach me. I would love to know too which ones you guys prefer, either the sleek look or the little more voluminous look too. Don't forget, there's a little in between there. You can always find me on Instagram at jocelyn.mcclellan. I do a ton of tips and tricks over there, or Fit Mission Makeup with Jocelyn McClellan, where I go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right, you guys, thank you so very much. If you have any questions, let me know. Take care. We'll see you next time.